In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to design a basic letterhead in pixellab. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so before we even go further, let's get to know some components of basic letterhead. Alright, so every basic letterhead must have the company name, logo, the company's contacts, the company's email address, among other things. However, if you are designing for a client, the client will always provide you with the details that are to be included in your design. So always make sure that you do whatever your clients want you to do for him or her, and you are good to go. You know, in graphic designing, we always do what our clients want us to do for them. All right, so now let's go ahead. First of all, let's delete this text. So click on letter A and click on delete. From there, you tap on the last icon showing here. Then you go to the image size, set it to 2000 by 3000. So you have 2000 as the width, and the height is going to be 3000. So having done that, the next thing is to change the color of our background to white. So let's do that quickly, and we select white. Great. Now what we have to do next is to insert a shape, and we click on shape. Now you can see that the shape has been selected over here, and we need to change the color of the shape to this. So we'll be using this color throughout our design, so we just have to reduce the size of the shape a bit and click on a check mark. Having done that, let's bring it all the way down to the bottom of our design and leave it here like this. Good. So we can click on it and make a copy of it. So click on copy, then after this increase the size a bit and leave it at the top like that. Now having done that, just click on the shapes again, and this time around change the color to something closer to white. Alright, so this will be okay. Alright, and if you don't know how to do this, you can, let me just show you. Let's assume the color selected is white. What I'll just have to do to get this kind of ash color is to click on a plus sign and move the slider, the middle one. Alright, move it a bit towards the darker area, and I will have my ash-like color selected. Then I'll click on OK. There you have it. Yeah, so you just have to increase the size a bit, send it to the top, click on a check mark. Having done that, let's click on the shapes again and select another shape. So this time around we'll go with a shape like the middle one here. Then we increase the size a bit, click on a check mark, then we rotate it and we bring it to the top like this. So we are going to use this shape to cut the ash rectangle. So we just have to place it on it nicely like this. So having placed it on it like nicely like this, the next thing to do is to click on a layer button and click this icon to merge the two shapes at the top, then click on OK. Having done that, come back to erase color and click on enable. Alright, so click on check after doing that. Now come back to color, enable it, then come back and select your previous color, then you are good to go. Having done this, the next thing is to insert another shape and reduce the size of it so small. Come back to color, select this color, and if you don't know how to get this color, let's assume it is having white background. What we have to do is to click on a plus sign, push the middle slider all the way down to the darker region, then leave it right here, then click on OK. Then you have your shape over here, then click on a check mark. You can push it to the down a bit. Alright, we are sending it down, so use the arrow key over here, and we can reduce the size of it. So let's do that quickly. Click on a check mark and use the relative position to position it at the middle of your work. Alright, so here we have it, and the next thing is to put in our basic requirement, or our basic components, which include the logo and a company name, among others. Alright, so let's do that quickly. So let's click on A and select test. Now what we're going to enter is first we have to get a company logo. So we'll put it like, first of all, we have the company name supposed to come at the top, and let's select a certain font for it. And if you haven't downloaded all of my fonts yet, you can go ahead and do that. I'll leave the link in the description so that you go ahead and have access to it. Alright, I'll also show you how to download and install them within a minute. So watch that tutorial. The link will be in the video description. Make sure you watch it to the end so that you get to know everything. Alright, so we have it over here, the company name, which is supposed to be here. Then after the company name, we got to have the company logo beneath it. Alright, so let's just duplicate this layer and name it logo. So we have the logo here, so I'll just type logo here. Then we bring it down a bit. I can decide to change the color to deep black, and leave it like that. Remember to lock your layers as you are working so that you don't get distracted. Now the next thing to do is to insert some social media icon with our handles. So I'll go ahead and do that. First off, we are going to have Facebook, so I'll type letter F and I'll select the social media icon font. Alright, like I said earlier, you can have access to all these fonts in the video description, so just go ahead and check them out. So I have my Facebook icon selected, and I just have to bring it all the way down to the bottom. Alright, so I just have to change the color of it to this and probably reduce the size a bit. Okay, so I have to push it up a bit like this. And there I can enter our Facebook handle, which is Serene Arts. Assuming this letterhead is for Serene Arts, so I'll just put it this Serene Arts GH. Click OK. Reduce the size. Bring it all the way down and position it nicely in alignment with your font. Then you can duplicate that and use it as our Instagram handle as well. So for Instagram handle, we have Serene Arts _GH. You can go ahead and follow us on Instagram. So you bring it also to the down, then we work things around it as well. So let's click on the Facebook icon, which is the font. Then we make a copy of it, and this time around we will edit it with letter L, small letter L. Small letter L stands for the Instagram handle, and in relation to the font that I'm using, the social media font. So when I type letter L, it will come as Instagram handle. There you have it. So if this is basically what we want, we can decide to leave it like this. If you have other information, you can also include it in the letterhead. Alright, remember to put the company name and the logo. They are very much important. And you put their company's address. If they have the address, you put it over here. If they have a telephone number or WhatsApp number, you can put it over there. So basically that is it. If the company has other details to be included, just make sure that you include them on the letterhead and you are good to go. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And oh yeah, don't forget to like this particular video so that YouTube will recommend this video to other users to also watch and learn something from the video. I hope to see you in the next video. Bless up.